Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you all have been waiting for. ACA League proud to present the main event of the evening. 5-minute rounds, ACA Flyweight Championship of the World. 5 судей у октагона готовы, и со звуком сирены ваш рефери. 5 judges at octagon sides are ready, and when the siren sounds, your referee in charge, Виктор Корнеев, Russia. Итак, дамы и господа на трибунах, миллионы фанатов смешанных боев во всем мире в прямом эфире с ВТБ-арены «Динамо Москва». Главный бой вечера — бой за титул чемпиона. Ladies and gentlemen in attendance, and the millions of MMA fans joining us around the world live from VTB Arena Dynamo, Moscow, the main bout of the evening, ACA Championship bout! Представляю вам соперников и первым претендента в синем углу клетки. Introducing to you first the challenger fighting out of the blue corner. Ему 27 лет, рост 162 сантиметра, вес 57 килограммов ровно. He is 27 years old. He stands 162 centimeters tall. Official weight 57 kilograms even. Его профессиональный рекорд — 16 побед, 2 поражения. His professional record — 16 victories and 2 defeats. И его стиль — бразильское джиу-джитсу. He is Brazilian jiu-jitsu specialist. Дамы и господа, из Хасавюрта, Россия, приветствуйте Курбан, Питон, Гаджиев! Его соперник в красном углу клетки, обладатель чемпионского пояса. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out on the red corner, the champion! Ему 29 лет, рост 172 сантиметра, вес 57,1 килограмма. He is 29 years old. He stands 172 centimeters tall. Official weight 57.1 kilos. Его прекрасный профессиональный рекорд — 13 побед, ни одного поражения. His perfect professional record — 13 victories and no losses. Дамы и господа, действующий чемпион ACA в наилегчайшем весе. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the reigning, defending, undefeated ACA flyweight champion of the world, Azamat! Kerefov!
Парни, вы профессионалы. Это титульный бой. Вы знаете правила нерушаемых. Слушай меня каждую минуту, каждую секунду. Покажите красивый, чистый бой. Пожали руки. Разжись по углам.
Viktor Korneyev will take charge of our main event of the evening for that belt, the flyweight title. We see the tail of the tape. We saw it in the stare-down height and reach on the size of Azamat Kerefov, experience on the side of Kurban Gadzhiev. Me, Brian Lacey, alongside Brad Pickett. Gadzhiev in the blue corner. Azamat Kerefov in the red, in those black and gold shorts, Brad. And they were nodding at each other before this bout. Nothing personal were the words from Kerefov. But these two have faced off instantly. A lower stance from Kerefov as well, Brad.
Yeah, indeed, obviously, because Kurban Gadzhiev is a lot shorter than him, and you know his game is going to be wrestling. He throws hard to try and close that distance to get in the hip. So Kerefov, obviously, is going to know this, and he needs to keep that level low. And he's doing a good job of forcing a lot of pressure. And you're going to tell on the back of his mind that he's known he's going to take a shot at any moment, and he's going to be prepared.
Well, that first fight, within the first 6 seconds, I believe it was, Gadzhiev was able to put Kerefov on his back. But now a lot of forward pressure coming from Kerefov. But watch for the level change from Gadzhiev. It will come. We know what he wants to do. His strength, his nickname was earned through his grappling prowess. Oh, and look at that, Brad.
He done that very well. He threw a really beautiful overhand that actually landed and used that, to change and get inside on the body lock and just use his physical strength to just bully Kerefov to the mat.
Now into side control already. And when you look back at that first fight, Brad, a lot of people said Gadzhiev might have had the ground position, but he didn't really do much with it in rounds 1 and round 2. But when you saw Azamat Kerefov in the 3rd round take that top position, a lot more active. And instantly, we've already seen a few more elbows, more attacks coming from the top from Kurban Gadzhiev.
Yeah, doing a little bit of damage. Well, yeah, what he's got to do is stay busy, but also he's the type of grappler, he doesn't want to give up position too much. Good little
shoulder lock there.
Going for a straight arm bar.
Yeah,
he can use this to it's a hard submission to finish, but you use that to definitely get a sweep.
Already you've seen a few more tools on the top from Gadzhiev, but also from the bottom from Kerefov. That was an interesting, very difficult, like you said, to get that submission or to get the tap, but certainly stifle or maybe make an opportunity to get back to your feet.
Yeah, I mean, the only person I know who's got a real good one of those is Marcel Garcia. He gets it all the time, but I mean, that's world level jiu-jitsu. But you use this quite a lot to get a sweep. But at the moment, it's really good top pressure here by Gadzhiev.
Questions coming into this fight have been about it being over 5 rounds, and can the fast-starting Gadzhiev maintain a pace? He is making Kerefov work as well, and also worked his midsection a couple of times with some nice knees on the get-up as well there, Brad.
Kerefov done really well to get back to his feet, and I say now he's making Gadzhiev work a little bit here. Now he's defending his own takedown. Well, in the first fight, really, the first round was all one way. This one was a bit more evenly contested.
In the first round, Kerefov was unable to get back to his feet once he was taken down. He's already managed that. And this is some pace they are setting for round number 1, Brad.
And this is definitely plays in Kerefov's favor. The person, that grows into a fight doesn't really slow down. He's making his grueling sort of fight, doing a great job of keeping the control position here.
Kerefov working hard to get Gadzhiev to the mat.
That'd be a statement if he gets his own takedown himself.
What a tide-turning moment that would be, but that, just misses on the break.
That's the thing that you just saw right there. After that sort of grappling exchange, Kerefov's arms are very, very heavy. He looked very laboured with these sort of shots.
He got caught with a little uppercut there as well. Kerefov coming in with his head down. He's got to be careful of that, Brad. Another strike. He went for the throw. He went for the throw. And ended up on bottom.
He has a very dangerous move going for that judo focus. What it does, it gives up your back. Gadzhiev now piling on the pressure.
And slips, slides, slithers his way to side control, does the Python.
Doing a bit more damage, like you said, Brian. Some of these elbows landing very clean.
Now this is already outliving that first round of that first fight.
A very good first round.
Very interesting indeed, Brad. And like we said in the intro, and what we said when we were talking about this fight outside, that what did they learn about each other in that first battle at ACB 89? They both made improvements. Certainly, that made for a far more even first round. I mean, which way? Who do you think has the advantage right now?
Well, at the moment, it's going how I thought it would go. There were some moments within the fight that did surprise me, but for me, it was Gadzhiev in that round. He got 2 takedowns, got some good top position, and also he threw some good strikes. Landed there. What surprised me in that grappling exchange, it was actually Kerefov that came out looking a bit more laboured, and Gadzhiev sensed that and put on the pressure. So a very good first round, but if I was a betting man, I would have bet 100% that Gadzhiev will win the first round. But can he keep up that sort of pressure past not just this round, past into going into the third round? That's where the questions need to be asked.
Well, some of those questions will be asked and answered in round number 2.
Round 2.
Kerefov in the red corner, Gadzhiev in the blue. Kerefov coming out hard with that high kick. Same as in the first round, looking to pressure Gadzhiev. Ooh, this time he ducks under Gadziev's hook. Gadzhiev has both hands locked, looking for this guillotine. This would be huge if Gadzhiev can finish it.
That is tight, Brian. He's got to make sure he doesn't go to the mat. Oh, beautiful how he transferred from that into a good knee and left hook. Both landed.
That was close and tight, and Kerefov was able to stay up. But the exchange on the break from Gadzhiev, very nice work indeed. Oh! And again, looking to get hold of this neck.
He's got a good bite of it, but real good takedown here. Slammed him down. He had to overtake him down to respect that guillotine because there was a tight bite in the neck, but he's done a good job to alleviate the pressure from landing in half guard.
Lands him on the mat with 3 minutes 50 seconds as well. In the guard here of Gadzhiev, open guard, I will say.
This is very, very interesting. Obviously, you thought it'd be Gadzhiev going for the takedowns and getting top position. But Azamat Kerefov, showing the evolution within his sport, within his game.
This is a totally different fight from fight number 1. Now, Gadzhiev is the one having to work off his back early in the fight. Nice elbows, though. Ooh. Overhand right from Kerefov as he's pushing forward. But again, they're working so hard. It's hard to describe exactly what's going on here, cardio-wise, gas tank-wise. The people who haven't felt this.
Gadzhiev did the right thing. He was getting himself up to the cage. He may use that to push off or use that to get back up, doing the right thing. Kerefov just chipping away here. Body head. There's an open guard by Gadzhiev. But Kerefov happy to stay in full guard.
This time it's Kerefov with the top position, but not much happening, Brad.
He's doing the right thing now, turning to the cage, getting that bottom leg out. He's going to give up his back. But use that to get back up.
You can hear the corner there of Kurban Gadzhiev. They want him to just explode up. They want him to get his base back under him. But look at the weight position of Kerefov there.
He's doing a good job here. Maybe we could go for a switch here.
Kerefov may even drop and roll. Not Kerefov, Gadzhiev might
go for a Granby. Yeah, could do a Granby roll, but I thought, against the cage, normally a switch is a much better option. And he's still there, to be honest. Kerefov's legs right in front of him. He's done a good job to get around the back here. Good. And within that round, that's something he definitely needed.
Oh, there's a cut as well, Brad, on the right eye of Kerefov. Can't see exactly how bad it is. Oh, he's caught him with a straight left down the middle, Brad.
And again, Kerefov has lost the zero head movement. His head's down.
Oh, he looks tired as well. He's been caught yet again. This is the most desperate we've seen Kerefov in any of his fights under the ACA banner. Gadzhiev. Pressured up against the cage. Once again, Kerefov trying to get it to the mat.
It's been a good answer for Kerefov in this round, the second round.
Takes the back.
He's the one now who's making this fight physical. Getting hold of Gadzhiev. He's in good position.
Oh, looking for, looked like he was trying to lock up a guillotine of his own. Gadzhiev followed him around. That momentum now ends up in top position.
Yeah, trying to locate where that cut is. Doesn't seem to be too bad, not bleeding too much.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe just a graze across the top of the eyebrow. Again, looking at that straight arm lock, Brad.
This is a very, very good encounter. I mean, we knew coming into this fight it was going to be a good round. But if even this was just a 3-round fight, I'd be like, oh, this is close.
Very close indeed. Gadzhiev trying to finish it with a mark, a stamp at the end of this fight.
And also, I think what was surprising me here, Brian, is that you would have thought, because this is now a 5-round fight, you would have thought they would pull back a little bit on the gas tank. But this has been a fast-paced fight from the first bell to the end of the second round.
There is no letting either of these two fighters off the hook, quite right, Braden. That could be a question. Gadzhiev, though, still standing, looking fairly fresh, Brad. Kerefov on the stool there in front of his coach, and this is some of the actual, there's a nice exchange.
I mean, that was a takedown here, and Kerefov done really well from that position, got some good control time, and I say this round was a close round for me. Could have gone, could be 1-1 in my eyes. No way you would have thought this early on within a fight it would be like Gadzhiev being 2 rounds up. It's not at the moment. I may say it's 1-1, but weirdly so, Gadzhiev looks a bit fresher than the two.
Viktor Karaniev just talking to Gadzhiev. Not exactly sure what the
Round 3.
warning was there. Round 3 underway of this title fight, the flyweight title on the line. Kerefov, the champion, taking on Gadzhiev, the challenger.
It's that sort of pressure that really can tire you out. You know, he just comes forward like a zombie. He's getting hit quite a bit. His head movement's not there. Gadzhiev is throwing and he's getting a lot of success. Like just his mouth's wide open as well. That's not a good sign if you get hit on the jaw.
Gotta be careful with that. That mandible bone getting pushed into that nerve ending up in your jaw, even your jaw broken clean, and that's certainly a danger if you keep your... Oh, there was something there, just adjusted his mouthpiece. Kurban, no, now he's the one with the forward pressure.
Yeah, it is. It looks like, oh, good little clip on the left hand there. Good little hook on the inside.
Oof, he's got to be careful dipping down, Kerefov. He's going to be greeted by a knee or an uppercut, I'm sure, from Kurban Gadzhiev if he looks to read that.
Yeah, Kurban's really getting into flinch and biting a lot of these stuff. That's the thing when you kind of, you may be thinking he's going for the takedown, but Kurban, oh, there you go there.
Nice. Oh, look at that. Just as they were about to praise him for defending it, he gets thrown to the mat, but back to his feet once more. Oh, and another, that left hook, that's wobbled him, that has wobbled him. Kerefov could be in trouble, still not on steady feet. He's the one looking for the takedown now.
What a statement that would be, though, if Gadzhiev get the finish. First man, not just to beat him, to get the stoppage to win the belt. But Kerefov is not as easily finished as that. He's very tough. He's using very good experience here just to try and get hold of him.
That left hook, though, Brad, that's the one that keeps connecting. Short little left from Kurban Gadzhiev.
He's definitely found a home for it. And he's just, for me, Kerefov, his head's just never moving. His head's always there. His shoulders is not even protecting his chin. His right hand's so low.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, ducks under that one again.
Good wrist control fight here, trying to prevent that. Kerefov trying to get round to the back, going to try and run it. Doing all the textbook things, but it's textbook offense, but also textbook defense by Gadzhiev. Good wrist control.
Stays on his feet, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. This is the 3rd round. We move into the championship rounds next. Should it go that distance? Oh, nice knee there from Kerefov in the clinch.
This is living up to all the expectations with this fight. It's very, very close, Brian.
I certainly feel that there's so much on the line. I know the belt, but those months, years of that niggling feeling that Gadzhiev...
Both landed there, Brian.
Still Kerefov moves forwards. Oh, and works the body now. Oh, knee up the middle. He is intent on piling the pressure on Kurban Gadzhiev.
And this is what becomes expected by Kerefov. He has that zombie-like sort of appearance where he just comes forward, mouth wide open. Just constant sort of pressure. Each shot's to land his.
He certainly has had to do that, Brad. He's eaten so many of those left hands from Gadzhiev. Looked to be a bit in trouble by one, but seems to have recovered extremely well.
get this takedown. Using a lot of energy himself, but with doing so, obviously, he's laying heavy on Gadzhiev.
This work rate, Brad, this, even in a 3-round fight, you'll be impressed with, yet alone the fact that they may yet face a further 10 minutes of competition inside this ACA cage against each other. Oh, and then just before that, Brad, I saw a look in Gadžiev's eyes, like a deep breath. And Kerefov may looking to drown the python. Oh. Now Gadzhiev mustering some energy, looking to try and get his back against that cage.
Yeah, he needs to try and stand up here.
15 seconds of this third round.
A little bit of frustration there you saw from Gadzhiev shaking his head. Very close fight, Brian. I wouldn't like to be a judge's scorecard if this would have been like a normal 3-round fight, but we are treated for another 2 rounds.
2 rounds indeed. Oh, what a pace. So many times you hear people talk about the fact that the flyweights can keep up this sort of pace, but this is even ridiculous for this weight class. And it's not the fact it's flamboyant striking, it's not lots of footwork, it is standing toe-to-toe, grappling, clinching, hand-fighting, head position. Every single facet of the game is being put on show. And they are both going 100% to try and take the advantage, to make the momentum in their favour.
Because it's all on the line. You'll see if Kurban Gadzhiev gets this win tonight, in a strange way, rectifies that first fight as well. But also, if Azamat Kerefov gets the win, he takes away all the uncertainty from that first fight.
Without a doubt, there's more than the belt on the line. That has been the story, the underlying story of this fight. And even 30 seconds into the break there, Kerefov was off his stool, bouncing on his toes, waiting for the next round to start.
But even now, you'll think about it. Both have arguments to be up in this fight. If this fight stopped right now, you both say, oh, I won, it was close.
Yeah.
So no one's really stepped away.
Look at this, he's walking through these shots again. Kerefov is starting every round. Oh, he's got to watch that neck.
A good little bite on that as well. And now we're coming into championship sort of rounds. This is where champions are made. And Kerefov is the champion at the moment.
Oh, that left hand connects again for Gadzhiev and again, but while he's throwing it, that left kick to the body is coming from Kerefov.
You see Kerefov now, I say, just walking forward. He's more and more tired, and so some of these shots he's getting hit with can play effect, but also Kurban Gadzhiev does not have that sort of pop that he did have in the earlier rounds as well. Definitely slowing down.
Another stiff shot there from Kerefov. Oh, left hand.
See that kind of pressure that Kerefov just kind of has, is like he comes forward and makes you fight when you want to have a braver.
Oh, takes it to the mat.
This is a big one here. Can Kerefov get straight back up? He's doing the right thing, got his back against the cage. His legs are a little bit free.
3 minutes, 30 seconds, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kurban now trying to tie up those legs. Done the right thing, Kurban Gadzhiev. Just to control his position for a little bit. It's hard to get a lot of ground and pound off, though.
Deep breaths from the champion Kerefov with his back against the cage. Mustering up the energy, and look at that. Gadzhiev knows exactly what he needs to do. Trap that right arm. Look, he's feeding his through there to try and get that wrist grab.
Yeah, he's trying to take away, he's using that to build up. You see, he's trying to take away, he's building up points. Great perseverance by Kerefov to get back to his feet. Now you see him pile on the pressure himself.
Every time you feel like the fight is swinging one way, it goes the other. Back and forth they go. And at a pace which is absolutely jaw-dropping. Still with that body lock, Kerefov now on the back of Gadzhiev. Keeps trying that little trip with the ankle.
He's just hanging on it now. Come to the last 2 minutes of the fourth round.
working their way through.
When I say this is a close fight, Brian, it's not like, well, I think one person's got one round, one person's got another round. It's that every round is a close round. It's not just a close fight, it's every round is very evenly contested.
And those big breaths from Gadzhiev underneath the mounting pressure from Azamat Kerefov. Still working those knees to the body. Now Kerefov trying that trip again. Now he's turned it around. Wow.
That's what I mean, Brian. It's like one person has a good minute, then the other person has a good minute, then this is back and forth. Which you come to expect at this sort of level of competition and level of fighters.
But when you add to that how close their first fight was, and now we're in the midst of potentially another extremely close decision. Should it go the distance? Look at the breaths coming from Gadzhiev. Trying to make some space, trying to get Kerefov off him, but giving up his back again, Brad.
Yeah, he let go of the wizard, which is a bit of a bad mistake in my eyes. He's let Kerefov get around the back, and it's not if Kerefov is going for takedowns, he's just controlling you here.
And weighing on you as well, Brad.
Yeah.
And now, look at them, trying to shuck and rock each other to get position. Oh, knee up the middle there from Kerefov. He just does not stop, Brad. He does not stop. Dodges that overhand right, hands down by his side, still piling on the pressure.
Just walking forward with his hands down. And like we said, we always come to say that Kerefov seems to grow into fights. He's not just growing into fights, he's growing into this round as well. But Gadzhiev, yeah, again, just constant fighting.
Wow.
What a grueling fight this is, Brian.
That is the adjective of the day. And for me, it feels a little like Kerefov is intent on just piling that pressure, putting it all out there. And now it's a case of can Gadzhiev weather that, turn it into an opportunity for him to win. Oh, he looks so tired on his stool.
He does, he is taking some deep breaths. Also looking over at Kerefov, he looks tired as well, but he looks tired, his demeanor sometimes looks tired, but when he fights, he doesn't, he just kind of just comes forward.
Just speaking to our other commentary team as well, the Russian commentary team, they are the same as us, Brad. It is so close, very difficult to call.
Yeah, normally, with my experience, I normally have a good judging eye. I do not know for this one, Brian. I do not know who's up. Like they say, do not leave it in the judge's eyes, in the hand, sorry, because you can...
Пятый, заключительный раунд, round 5, the final round.
The fifth and final round, 5 minutes for one of these flyweights to make their mark in history. Kerefov again starting the round, pushing forward, pressuring Gadzhiev against the cage. And here we go again.
He's just kind of grinding on him. Just going forward, trying to get a takedown, good takedown defense showing him.
Oh, but now he may...
But like I said, what he's doing really well is being physical like we saw in his other outings. But I thought he would struggle with Kurban Gadzhiev with the physical aspect, but he's not. He seems to be doing really well at this moment.
Doing well, but I think positionally, Kerefov again keeps getting that back position, Brad. He seems to be able to work his way around, but he's still got to be wary of this guillotine opportunity for Kurban Gadzhiev if he leaves his head out.
Gadzhiev needs to get his leg out here, doing the right thing.
Oh, shrugs to the mat by Kerefov. Gadzhiev.
This is a very important moment, not just with this round, but in this fight.
Still, Gadzhiev trying to muster something to get back to his feet. But again, this position in the last 2 rounds, Brad, Kerefov has been able to get this position continuously. He's had to work for it, but this top, where he's pressuring his body weight through the top, the shoulders of Gadzhiev, making him carry him.
He's not even just staying connected, he's doing some good damage with some knees, just kneeing on the thighs, kneeing on the ribs. So he's actually striking as well as weighing heavy on him, and we're doing this, all Gadzhiev is just doing is defending. He needs to get out now. He needs to try and disengage, he's trying to...
Oh. Now Kerefov again with the pressure. This forward pressure, especially in these last 2 rounds for me, Brad, are really catching my eye. It's Gadzhiev taking a deep breath, constantly going back. Oh, that stiff jab.
You see just now, he's in Kerefov just walking forward, no respect for Gadzhiev's power or anything like that, knowing that he's diminished late in this 5th round.
2 minutes, 20 seconds left. Ooh. The output is unreal from the champion, Kerefov.
Yeah, this is for me, this could be very interesting. Yeah, this is definitely the best round in my eyes for Kerefov.
Oh, and he just misses with that right hook. But look, there's not a second between him doing something, Brad. He's throwing a punch, he's looking for a clinch, he's trying to shrunk to the back.
Exactly that, Brian. He's throwing a punch, he's eating a punch, he's throwing another punch back.
Oh, this... A deep breath there from Kurban Gadzhiev, and just as he finishes taking it, 2 right hands come down.
Very laboured shot in this 3rd round. Can he snap him down to the front headlock?
5th round, my friend, 5th round. They've been doing it.
Sorry.
I know this pace is what we'd be used to for 3 rounds, but my goodness, they kept it up. And 1 minute, 20 seconds now.
Kerefov needs to get off his knees. Yeah, again, he's just coming forward.
Wow. Still pushing forward. And a knee at the middle from the champion. And another one. The pressure mounting. It continues. This tsunami of limbs is coming at Gadzhiev. Oh, and now he gets the takedown. The mouthpiece of Gadzhiev is replaced. Kerefov now in front of his corner, 45 seconds, Brad. That's a big moment.
It's a big round as well. As in, like, going into the championship rounds, this is where a champion needs to shine. And for me, Azamat Kerefov is doing just that. This is the most dominant round for him.
I would love to see the output of Kerefov in the last 2 rounds. This round alone, wow. Putting a mark on what is a very close fight. Maybe the mark that will catch the judges' eyes and keep that belt around his waist. Oh, big knee. Look at the torque he gets on that. Look how far he's bringing that back. We knew it was going to be tough, Brad. We knew that they were closely matched. That has gone 5 hard rounds. And the hands of Kerefov, he believes he's done enough. And I've got to say, Brad, with the last 2 rounds, the 5th round in particular, so close, obviously, but for my money, that was a championship finish.
It was, Brian, exactly that. We're going into this fight. We always thought it would be those last 2 championship rounds will pay difference, and what has been tonight for me. The first 3 rounds were closer than I thought it would be, to be fair. But now we went into the championship round. The 4th round was okay. It was still close and contested, but it's that 5th round is where the champion me just tends to just sleep away from the pack.
And look at the action. Talk us through some of this, Brad.
There's that constant pressure by Kerefov, just coming forward, just throwing loads of shots. I mean, he was eating shots as well, don't get me wrong, but he just seemed to have no respect for Kurban Gadzhiev, just coming forward and just use that relentless sort of pressure and physical presence. And I don't even know how, and why he's in there dancing around. I'm exhausted just commentating on this fight. Both fighters embrace.
Мы как настоящие горцы должны этот конфликт оставить.
They say respect isn't given, it is earned, and both these fighters have earned respect of each other and the people watching from around the world.
В этот раз лучше подрались. Всё
Very,
просто.
very good.
В прошлый раз что-то не то было. Отпиши как.
Yeah, very good fight. Let's see which way this one goes. In my eyes, I do believe that the champion did enough, and more so in this fight than he did in the first one. So we're bringing the fighters into the middle. We're going to make this one official. There's a picture of the belt that ACA gold will just be contested for. Let's make this official.
Дамы и господа, по завершении титульного боя обратимся к судейским запискам. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the championship bout, we go to the judges' scorecard. 49-46, 49-46, 49-46, 48-47 и 48-47. 49-46, 49-46, 49-46, 48-47 and 48-47. Таким образом, единогласным решением судей одержал победу и остается не знающим поражений чемпионом ACA в наилегчайшем весе. Your winner by unanimous decision and still undefeated ACA flyweight champion of the world, Azamat Kerefov. Дальше. И аплодисменты его сопернику Курбану Гаджиеву.